Yes, it's summertime. We've got some beautiful days of sunshine. We've got, for some of us, around the beach, we're out, got nice waves rolling through. Some people are on holidays right now. And you know what? It makes you stop and understand that if we ran our businesses more like the ocean actually does for itself, then we'd actually have a lot more beneficial businesses that would create more time, money, freedom, and ultimately more impact. And I'm going to explain to you right now exactly how we should be more like the ocean with all of our businesses. So you might be wondering, what exactly am I talking about? Well, I'm not here looking at, good-looking men and women on the beach wearing minimal clothing saying that your business needs to be better looking or something like that. In actual fact, nor am I saying you should fit out the decor of your clinics with surfboards and surf skis and things like that. Nor am I saying we should turn up in boardies and T-shirts and singlets and that to work either. What I am saying is that we need to stop and have a bit of a look around at how the actual ocean runs itself. Now, obviously the ocean isn't a business, but if it was a business, one of the first things that we would have to be able to admit is the fact that it's very consistent in the way it approaches its own ability to move, grow, and how it operates. It has tides. It has high tide and low tide. It becomes very predictable for us. We know exactly when the high tide is going to be, when the low tide is going to be. We understand the flow. We understand what is going to be delivered if we turn up to the beach that day. We understand there's going to be water. We understand, well, we pretty much know what the temperature is going to roughly be. And when you get there, you can find out exactly what it is. We know that there's going to be sand involved. We know that we're going to need swimmers. And so there's a very clear understanding from everyone that engages with the business of the ocean what's actually involved. And that becomes very, very powerful for all of us to learn from. Because I think there's quite a few people, and you might be one of them right now, that are listening to this thinking, there's probably actually a lot of our clients that don't know the full extent of what we do or what we can do. Maybe they know that you've got an exercise physiology business, or they know that you're a podiatrist. They understand, or they perceive to understand, what that means for them. But do they fully understand exactly what it means? Exactly what there is to offer? Because for most people, you have more offerings and more opportunities to work with them, help them out, etc., than what they just know. But what we do know about beach and the ocean is we know that the consistency is there. And how much consistency in and around the delivery of your message do your clients and potential prospects see and know before they actually experience it? And that becomes really powerful because we go to the beach, we know that there's going to be waves, we know that we're going to get wet, we know that we're going to have 5 or 6 good waves in a set, and then there'll be a bit of a lull, but we know the next set's going to come through. So think about that for your own business with marketing, for instance. Do you have a consistency of marketing? Do you have a message that's quite routine? It's not saying you have to publish a social media post at 9:30 a.m. every Monday, because that'd be like saying we know exactly what the first wave of every set is. But what it does say is that, are we actually engaging on social media with our clients in the early part of the week? Does it have to be 9:30? No. Does it have to be 8 o'clock? No. Does it have to be 11:45? No. But are you at least putting that first wave forward? Do they actually know it's coming and expect it to be coming? Now, you might be thinking, well, is it that important for a social media post on a Monday morning to occur? And here's the thing. No, it's not. It's just an example first and foremost. But yes, the consistency and expectation for what people want to see and hear and feel and engage with your business needs to be consistent. It needs to be routine. It's why we need to have a marketing message that's across multiple platforms. It needs to be across a digital platform such as social media. It needs to be across email marketing. We need to be able to engage in various levels of social media. We need to be able to work with clients on phone calls and text messages. We need to be able to work with clients with handouts or pamphlets and things like that. There needs to be a consistency of your marketing, a consistency of delivery of message. And even though there's going to be slight variances, just like there is with a set of waves, you still know it's coming. You expect it, and guess what? It gets delivered. And so one of the challenges that we have in business in and around the health and medical side is we tend to push really hard in the marketing, and then we back off a bit. And then we go, oh, now I need more clients, so let's push hard. And we go, oh, I got 10 new clients, whee, and we back off. And it's like we do the work, we get the work. But it's not really how an ocean does it. Like an ocean gives you sets of waves, and then 30 seconds later there's a lull, then they get another set. You know it's coming. It's very, very routine that through that whole process. Granted, you might get a freak wave every, couple of hours, and that might be the marketing campaign that goes really well for you, right? Same comparison. But here's the thing. We expect that to be regular with the beach. We can see it when we first turn up. We know it. We understand it. And we can actually engage with it and do what needs to be done. Think about it from the business. Are you consistent? Are you persistent? Do you have a regular routine? Is there a natural workflow in place with your marketing, for instance? Do we know? Does people expect that we're going to have multiple contact points? If we think about our client engagement, do people actually, like clients and new clients in particular, do they actually get a really strong start to it? They dive in, they get the first couple of waves coming through, they understand the workflow. They understand that, the day after your initial assessment, you're going to actually give them a phone call. They get an email from you. We show them the cards of who we are, what we do, what we believe in, what we can offer. We have lots of value add points. We're not just trying to sell to them. We're not trying to just get them to refer someone else for a 50% discount. We're not just selling and marketing. We're actually turning around building that relationship. Same as what the beach does. They're building that with wave after wave. They're building that with the sets. They bring you into that process, and the vast majority of people who engage with the beach and the ocean love the beach and the ocean. And as a net result, you go back. You bring your families back. You might, move to the beach. You build a house and you live on the beach and you spend the rest of your life by the seaside, right? That's that long-term return on investment. Now, I understand you might be listening to this going, wow, Jace, like you're thinking pretty in-depth about the ocean. Well, in some respects, yeah, I am. But think about taking the metaphor of the ocean and how it runs with its waves and its sets and the expectation of delivery, and compare that to your business. What can you think about right now? What could you grab a pen and pencil on right now? Maybe a pen, because I wouldn't know the last time I wrote in a pencil with a pencil. Grab a pen and paper, or grab your iPad and write down some of the consistencies with your business that you need to probably be able to work on. Because none of us are perfect with our marketing, for instance. Should you be working on more consistency of delivery in your marketing? And if so, in what areas? And how does that look? What are the areas that you need to improve upon? Maybe you do have a really good digital presence on Instagram and you post twice a day. Fantastic, great. But what about Snapchat? What about Facebook? What about all the other angles that you can work? And then how does that look for you in regards to how you have interactions with emails? Do you actually interact with your database regularly and consistently and persistently? Right? Where are the areas for you to act more like the ocean? Because if we look at the ocean, you don't have to go, is there another set coming? We know it is. It's an expectation. It's going to be there. Do we know exactly the height or exactly 4 waves, 6 waves? No, we don't, but we know it's coming. But with marketing with yourself, where's the routine? Where's the consistency for us to be able to understand how that's going to look moving forward for us to make sure that we get the most amount of benefit for our clients moving forward? We need to make sure we have consistency, that we're persistent, and that we think like the ocean does, if the ocean could think like a business, and make sure that we get that in place. People want consistency. They want to understand what they're getting. They want to feel like they know what it's going to do for them, how they're going to be, how they're going to be treated. And once they have that first experience, the consistency of those touch points, those engagements the whole way through. There's so much that we can learn right now by actually just grabbing a pen and paper, and actually starting to look at the consistency of what you say and do, what you deliver, what they engage with, and where we can actually make a few slight little adjustments, be a little bit more agile, and create a better, more streamlined, more effective workflow, just like the ocean is with their sets of waves. And that is going to be, for you right now, one of the best things. Create that consistency, build out the system, build into the automation so that we can literally set and forget. We can make these things happen. It's consistent, it's persistent, because ultimately that's what people want. They want to understand what they're getting, and they wanted to get it over and over and over again. So with that, I'm going to go for a quick swim. I'll talk to you guys later. Cheers for now. Hey guys, thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Profitable Practice Podcast. I would love nothing more than for you to be able to leave a review. I get so much joy out of listening and reading the amazing things that you guys say about this. So please subscribe to our channel, leave a review, and share it with your friends. Let's get some more fantastic information out there so all of us can grow the industry together. Cheers for now.